I be slipping on my star. You fuck over me today, but I can't fuck with you tomorrow. Pay your mind and I can borrow. I'm straight that U.P.K. until I'm down for my sorrow. Try to rob me for my check, nigga. Then I break them nose, you know that step, nigga. What if the Lord took you on your flesh, nigga? Hey, fucking way to profit, shoot it last, nigga. In the belly of the beast, I am all about but I got the jelly with the wheat. Niggas know it ain't sweet, no. Like a piece of roll, you can feel the heat, though. Young dude down, call me a skeet, though. I'm sliding on them cold as a Minnesota wind. I survive it on them. Like the Eskimos, yes, you know the natives be the brothers. Shout out to the Asians, we a couple. I be the nation, motherfucker. Every time I got them on, I got them hating, motherfucker. I don't put no products on. That's that devil. Every time you see me with that metal voice, hammer clip, strong like electric chair. Niggas getting shot when I talk for niggas. Everything was prior, the prophecy is coming out. The niggas get the running, but the truckers get the drumming. Now we're talking about. I be slipping on my side. You fuck over me today, but I can't fuck with you tomorrow. Pay your mind and I can borrow. I'm straight that U.P.K. until I'm down for my sorrow. Try to rob me for my check, nigga. Then I break them nose, you know that step, nigga. What if the Lord took you out your flesh, nigga? Fucking with the prophets, you get less, nigga. Try to do what a motherfucking prophet do. Why you trying to stop the dude? If this is not the truth, would I die for a lie? Hell nah, I never do. I'ma die for the truth. This is what I'm telling you. Hoping that your mind doesn't grow what they telling you. Hoping you ain't bringing all the lies niggas telling you. Never knew all the fucking thing shit they never do. And they run when the North come with no revenue. We on the grind trying to help the Jews find their mind. They feel like Jews, but we still gon' shine. Brothers, doing the same. Can't wait till the devil gotta pay for his crime. I be slipping on my side. You fuck over me today, but I can't fuck with you tomorrow. Pay no mind and I can borrow. I'm straight that U.P.K. until I'm down for my sorrow. Try to rob me for my check, nigga. Then I break them nose, you know that step, nigga. What if the Lord took you out your flesh, nigga? Fucking with the prophets, you get less, nigga. It's in the thing every time we go to commanding GEN.YAHANNA. Real niggas with an attitude. How about you? I repeat, real niggas with an attitude. How about you? The Chronicles 17, 69 to the present. Hardcore massacre. We ain't never been the best. Like the ghetto was the present. Throwing everything blessed in the most high. They feel what they go to blessings. They thought it was ever blessing. Get a class on the lesson. Out the belly of the beast. Will increase at least. Observe the beast of Yahweh. He's a lamb. Make connections. He's a little saint. There ain't no question. We ain't ever been in class in the barrel. This is like on the barrel. I'm a lifestyle of barrel. Walk in the street. Yeah, I'm a run in the average. Get for the price of a mirror. It's a practical knowledge. Not just a mirror, it's an ice in the mirror. They cutting us like the grass. You're letting us off the path. You're putting us off the ass. I tell my people that love them about the criminal justice about the past. If we look at the evil, we focus on evil. Just look at what they done to our people. Cover up the price of the judges, but I know for easy. I ain't never taking terror to deliver my kingdom. Give me carry copies, so no cowards forever. People, why you use your money? We're bringing back the motivation. We're much long suffering the captors in concentration. It's all under coordination. They bag it to motivation. They be taking me like not the same motivation. We got the streets. What's the priest with the pavement? Just from the Lord, it's a white man. And up to the fucking pavement. Some of you gone, you all my niggas say, you got the place in this face. You're the fire in your face is fire. And the rock of this fire from out of this matrix. The definition of races is pretty tangible. Top and that's a matter. We got that position. Got you shouldn't come as a shot. Yasha, I won't stop when we go back to our power. We want to put the rubber drive. We keep the summer hot. We're all ice and ice. The spiritual power and God by the pistol. Everybody's caught by the prison. No longer struck by your missile. You saw how we do invincible. Gotta be the motivation. They'll try to picture your nation. And I'm invisible. Our power is critical. No matter all. The kitchen, so we coming back. I.S.U.P.K ain't running, but we running and pay your time for that money, daddy. I want to tell me how to we score. We're not history and intergalactic. We're 20 ways of for rulership. You be never be rulership. The I.S.U.P.K is ruling. I can ride on the side of the sky. I don't want to carry on like you. You can tie your future to the back of me. I have cattle and a catalog of slaves till the nations get changed. Otherwise, we too nuclear. I ain't gonna build Jerusalem. Christians would call it safe. You can call it what you want, but them rules better be go big straight. Out of these locations, 1,000 years of sin. They got no shit. Fingerprint and blood dripping from all the thorns. I've been keeping the bench warm. You've been warm before they disappear. You've been warm. Got a nigga walking late, no one got the same drama, I don't think the same way. My desire is the kingdom, forget your damn dream, my reality is clean. Follow the dream, Shema, Yashala, Yahweh, Allah, Hayanawa, Yahweh, Lakah, we serve one God. We only have the power to devour all our enemies. We be on the bus, I'm observing our energy. Act like you enemy and be a good use. I'm a living sacrifice and need a good food. I got the juice, the water, and the cola. I'm like battery acid and baking soda. That's the word, super soaking. I'm striking you like a cobra on fire like supernovas. I'm a I.S.U.P.K soldier 29. Being older, but the thing we never did. Picture watch a real happy hate. With a piece, not a shade. Purchase and not a fade. With waters to lose. And the old man in the grave. The shield is towered with the walnut for a change. I work with the commanding general all day. He keeps paving the way. But niggas like me, from the northern to the southern kingdom, we fix the east. I'm playing peace, even if I'm a assembly. At the feast, we rep your house, our king is a feast. We in the streets, highly anticipating the way from the Almighty while we reveal the man of sin. Giving them the true identity to it. Because again, I say it for the 99 since I feel like a kid. Get in the church, boy, your break. What's your rage? 144K later. Fuck the style. I want to get you with that I.S.U.P.K smile. Fuck the smile. 1969, I.S.U.P.K style. Fuck the style. I want to get you with that I.S.U.P.K style. Fuck the smile. 1969, I.S.U.P.K style. Welcome to the jungle rumble, young man. Rumble, don't fake. Keep break, don't break. Stay humble. If you're getting out of line, tell me what do you expect the most? Now you're playing just in a check of the fire that gets on respect. Double honors and your elder, not just a hoary head, but brothers coming together, growing tighter from together like a leather of a down. Brothers on both, northwest, east, south side, outside, prophesying outright. Whether for me, you stop and listen to the outcry, coming through the outcry. The white man, the devil, man, straight damn right. What you talking, get off of this last life, you need a light. I'm standing here, bringing out the scriptures, if you open your mind, ain't gonna select to pick the picture from what you touch, because I'm select this on day. Yeah, I will implement for the battle is high tech. The kingdom is that execution from the plan. I just go, let's go. You could die, that's not a test. It's all for you, tree up on a head, chocolate up on a desk, pushing up from a desk. You have a spirit of unrest, I can take your Christian. Oh, yeah, E-man is good, but you believe you're rigid. Come up out of that madness and leave those religions. The white man, the devil, Lord. And you should miss this out of the story. We shouted at the top of my lungs. But on a record, many are the circle with promise and sons. We're not one in a portion and a murder. Just the precious thing of resort of our language. And you bring it back to the we can't give you that I didn't listen. Cause something turned out. You've been a face in the crowd. Bring it back to the we can't give you that I didn't listen. Cause something turned out. You've been a mixture of time. Fuck a style. Watch me hit you with that U.P.K. Fuck a style. 69. U.P.K. Fuck a style. Watch me hit you with that U.P.K. Fuck a style. 1969. U.P.K. U.P.K. Style.
This shit I rate, stay amazing, screw style. That's why we on the corner crying aloud. Look at hostile, this U.P.K. style, they stop now. Father's warfare, really last one round. Let the oppressed rise round and let the rich fall till the sundown. And that's when this shit must have made it hot, come down. It's for my niggas with the guns and the drugs there. Running this bitch to the Lord, call for the blood, hey. Shot inside my death, ain't up beside yourself. War drunk for what you perform, how you gon' hide yourself? Devil got to die for his lies, and ain't got no love for the practice. Lord, this foolishness. And in my father's house is feeding me. I got feeding me. What be the reasons? It's your blessing. I'm talking here. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. And then you not around and feel the world without dying down for your skin. You gon' die for your brother. I'm talking to you. So Lord, for your life, try to destroy my people. You gotta pay the price, nigga. You gotta hear, let them hear. Till the devil let me in this yes, Lord, yes, Lord, yeah. Now he shook for vicious words out this hanging book. About to take these rappers back to school. I'm from Standing Hook. They crossed the line, ain't no coming back. You became no cowards. The only thing sweet is the honey jet. Righteous is the Lord. Give me rest from my sorrow. And hang down death for the devils. It's not tomorrow. Why? Cause the dynasty of man is skin close. You see a flag in the branch, I see horns in the pitch. So please believe it. The white man is a demon. And I ain't gonna go for him to free me. No, it is something. They got the purpose. Why this thing came up like ceiling? Get this nigga on his knees. They wanna have me. Receivers let this bitch burn at 1,000 degrees. I'm laying in the bosom of revenge. I told her I'd do anything she please. As I squeeze on the devil knees. What you mean? I'm talking to you. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. And then you not run and feel the world without dying down for your skin. You gon' die for your brother. I'm talking to you. So Lord, for your life, try to destroy my people. You gotta pay the price, nigga. You gotta hear, let them hear. Till the devil let me in this yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Yeah.
The police just shot him for no apparent reason. No reason at all. They asked for license and registration. That's the police officer over there that did it. With the black on. I can't really do shit with that application. I can't believe they did this. I'm fucking.
You gon' die for your trust. That's my confidence in you. So run for your life. Try to destroy my people. You gotta pay the price, nigga. You gotta hear, let them hear. Till the devil let me in this damn slaughter. Yeah, slaughter, yeah.
They provide the tools that doesn't work. Anybody not back. That's what it said, right? I'm on the studio. I got a priest officer. I come out of Ryan. Priest officer, South World. Priest officer, I mind the charge, and priest officer, Fly. All for the I.S.U.P.K for the present knowledge. And that's it. We don't need to go to school. I'm about one rest, 150 y'all all in New York. That being said, today's time to be a prison. Snap. Beautiful for prison being silly. Just silly. We're all talking about America, South America, South America. Just silly. These women are staggering, man. Now listen to this. This is the best new prison. This is an article. This is a big white series. For the prison being Philadelphia, right? It says this. Prisons. A huge system. Disproportionate. It says, little brother say, truly prisons are composed of mostly young black men who are either mentally ill or addicted to drugs. Now, let me tell you something, man. You were saying this now, you came for a while. Yeah, I know that was true, man. If they have the most out coming out of the world, man. You can go on with it. We're trying all this lot to get back. Right, but we don't really take one more. We can see how we can see that. Then the man off the car, he told the story, man. Remember the story of the business. This is just good. But we take the story and apply it nationwide across the land called America, from the North up to America. And you can see the fight of us, man. You understand? The fight of us going over there. And the lack of leadership of a black American community. The lack of leadership, little things like on. I blame on immigration. Right. We're aiming at the feet of all those who are down with Michael King and Michael King himself. Now, let me go on the point, brother. Show on the top right here. We'll start down here. They go to the bottom back, right? That's University Cash. That's right. Read that, brother. Mostly black men and mentally ill. Black men and mentally ill black men, man. We don't know got problems. All right? We're usually close. We're typically mentally ill or addicted to drugs or dependent on alcohol. You see that, right? When you find in the further story, this would be the and whether black, racially or generally African American. So called African American, you know you're African American, right? You know that, right? You don't belong to little skinny Afrikaners. So you don't belong to Americans that you to the Italian race, they don't belong to us. You are the children of Israel. Go ahead. Hispanic and white. Philadelphia Prison Commissioner Ruth Guerrero said of the prison's population in the city of, and we need the brothers outside, so-called Negroes, the Hispanic tribe, with the so-called white man.
West till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west till the death till they bury me. One west till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west till the death till they bury me. I be one west till the death till they bury me. They ain't scaring me. Rip the soul out of Pharisee. Seeking heresy and you fucked up apparently. It's like they daring me. I said chill, they ain't hearing me. They ain't listening. Every bar like you're listening. Get your heart burning at the start, make you live again. Get a dividend so you start getting ignorant. I be doing that soldier shit. I told you shit phenomenal. Not that you dominant. So that's so trying to do. Rhyming chemical. This is funny when I'm behind you. Bring apocalypse to the pussy niggas. Popping shit. Keep my all-stars. I coach them up like a Popovich. The politics and the lobbyists and apologists. They vagina so we go check them like gynecologists. It's kind of obvious how the situation is ominous. The way I'm rhyming is in regurgitate for the audience. It's all the audience. The competition is hard. From the era when they smoke, look like a baller, nigga, flow, big, stupid shit, got her, it's all the things, all the dominance, one west, rather than prominent niggas, I be from west to the depth to the bury. I'm one west to the bury. I be from west to the depth to the bury. I'm one west to the bury. I be from west to the depth to the bury. I'm one west to the bury. I be from west to the depth to the bury. I'm one west to the bury. Every nigga quiet, you my maneuver. But I ride like I got roof out in Cuba. Rhymes hard like the big you by me. Now I'm really Lucas, 17 in the boot race. 40 feet of future, sitting in your Cuba. Avocado, with a regatta, nigga, run a name with every dollar. They ride by like a pilot in the city holler. The showstoppers and the promise in the team hopper. But now I'm rolling off the corner, treating to a locker. I put the stitches on the clock, modify the chopper. It's more heavy, more baby, and it's working on me. I'm never running, saying I got the outside of it. When I'm a baller, they gon' have me moving like I'm doing. A lot of spins and brains, but when they eat, none of them can do the fight for friends with me. And I had a nigga feel like a fire and a heat. And I'm still going to the fighter. Every part I put a hard like a spoon with a lighter. When you coming through with the sound. I be going west to the depth to they bury me. I'm one west to they bury me. I be one west to the depth to they bury me. I'm one west to they bury me. I be one west to the depth to they bury me. I'm one west to they bury me. I be one west to the depth to they bury me. I'm one west to they bury me.
Yeah. Y'all know what time it is, man. You're now tuned in live to Let the Hebrew Speak. You understand? I'm Captain Card up Orion, holding it down. You're now tuned in live with Let the Hebrew Speak with that I.S.U.P.K. You understand? What's going on in Israel? Big up to all the brothers and all the sisters, man, that came down to this Philadelphia cookout, man. We had a ball. We had a ball, man. Commander GEN.YAHANNA was there. All the generals was there. You understand? All the brothers came down. Detroit, Syracuse. Big up to the brothers from Boston. They came down, man. Good to see y'all brothers. All the brothers from New York. Who else? DC came up. You understand? It was a beautiful time. I was merry as I could be, man. You know what I'm saying? Seeing all my brothers, you know what I'm saying, in one place. You know what I mean? It just, you know, takes some weight off this burden, man. This righteous burden we have on our shoulders, man. Walking and rolling with this truth like we supposed to do. You understand? Through the spirit of the Most High Christ, bringing our people about this world. You understand? But once again, man, big up to all y'all brothers, man, who came down. with us to that cookout, man, in Philly. The rain couldn't stop us, man. You know what I'm saying? We was getting in the rain. We was getting in the rain and one playing games, man. We was out there chilling, but man, y'all know what it is, man. Zephaniah 2:1 say, gather yourselves together. Yea, gather together, O nation, not desire. This that time, man. You understand? Like the white man that put so much hell on our back. He started like the more and more the white man, and who is the devil according to the Bible, the more and more he bring hell on us, the more and more we gonna start to see and understand that we supposed to stand with our own people in here, man. You understand? The more and more he kill us, you understand? I just seen some where they shot another brother. Y'all seen the tape where, you know, they went up in the woman's behind, you understand, for some weed. You know what I mean? The more and more we watch this bastard, man, you understand, the more and more our people gonna start waking up, man. You understand? That's why it's a glorious thing. You understand that the Lord brought that storm and he doing everything that he could do to these white devils, man, so that we can understand as a people that we do not need to be around this beast, man. You know what I mean? We don't need to depend on this beast anymore for anything, not for food, not for water, not for shelter. You understand? Definitely not for no compassion, definitely not for equality in the judicial system or any platform of America of financial gain or government assistance or anything like that, man. You understand? We need to build our own structure, and starting with this foundation, which is the I.S.U.P.K, man, home of the truth, man. You understand? That's what it is. And that's what it always been since 1969. All right? Scriptures say, gather yourself together, O nation, I desire. We the only people in this earth that other nations look down on and would not sit in it would not sit with us in our destruction if their life depended on it, man. You understand? Ain't nobody got love for a nigga in America but the I.S.U.P.K, man. True love. What I mean by that, I ain't talking about letting you know, jump up and down and dance for hundreds of thousands of dollars and, you know, shuck and jive on the TV in front of these devils' face to appease black people. That ain't what I'm talking about, man. I'm talking about the brother that stood firm for this truth and rolling hard for these laws, statutes, and commandments, man. That's the real love, man. Correcting black people. That's what we got to do. Yeah, I hear black people say all the time, they say, you know, I don't get into all that. I don't get into religion and all that. And you know what I'm saying? We got to get into it, man. We got to get into it as a nation, because these are things that's destroying us. These are things that's destroying us. And these are the things that the white man set up systematically, you understand, to oppress us. Like religion is a tactic of oppression from the white man. You understand? That have us running and confounded in all these religions, Islam, you understand, Christianity, Buddhism, all of that garbage, man, that the white man pushes. One of the reasons that we so destroyed as a people, man, and that we cannot come together, man, is because of these religions, man. Upon all the other multitude of things that he done devised to keep us low, like drugs, you understand? The drug game, homosexuality, all those things that the white man has devised on his seat, man, on his throne in this hellhole you call America, man. He devised it, you understand, to keep us low, man. We got to go into these things, all right? You understand? I pray, you know, Christ come back soon, man. Lord willing, he come back soon. I was talking to Captain Shock, big up to Captain Shock, man, from down DC. We rapping, man. He like, man, listen, man, we can't do another year like this. I mean, I'm seriously, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, please. Like the Lord, man, like to truly be saved, man, ain't like them Christians, man. Like we've been taught the truth and been given wisdom and understanding of this Bible in the I.S.U.P.K. We really waiting on the Lord, man. We waiting for the Lord decree to send our King back, man. Have us living in this hellhole, man. You call America and living so lavishly and think it's so good. You understand? Ain't nothing good about this place, man. Not if you know what's best for your own kind. Not if you know what, you know what I'm saying? Not if you down for your own. Understand? Drop that. Go to Ephesians chapter 4, verse 4. Y'all know we drop these scriptures at the top of the show every Monday. All right? Bear with me 1 second. All right. Ephesians chapter 4, verse 4. He says, there is one body and one spirit. You understand? Even as ye are called in one hope of your calling, one Lord, one faith, one baptism, one power and Father of all, who is above all and through all and in you all. Now listen, man, I ain't going to no rant. I ain't gonna go into no rant. You understand? But y'all know U.P.K, man, we the home of the truth, right? Y'all better understand it, man. Only one body, man. The Lord dealing with one body. That's it, man. That's how the Lord always roll. That's how you're gonna keep rolling, man. The Lord never dealt with this cat, this cat, this cat, and said that it was all, you understand, came in my name, man. Forget all that. Forget all that. That's why Christ said this. Many shall come in the name of the Lord saying, I am Christ. You understand? And shall deceive many. All right? Shall deceive many. And that's what's going to happen in these last days, man. That's the time we in. We in the last days of America, man, where you going to see cats rise up and say all different types of garbage, teaching all different type of philosophies and doctrines right here, man. You understand? The home of the truth, man, is the I.S.U.P.K. You better understand it. One body, one doctrine. Ain't nothing changed, man. You go and look at them OG tapes, man, with the men, you understand, back from One West. You understand that One West, you understand, fresh out. Them priests back then, man. You see, we ain't nothing changed about us, man. We still got the same spirit, got the same vibe. The white man still is still the devil. The white man still bowing his head to the ground, still kissing boots, man. However, you got these old bastards, you understand, and these traitors teaching that, you know, the 12 tribes ain't Hispanics, man. That's a wicked thing, man. It's a wicked thing to do. Teaching that the tribes ain't Hispanics, then you gonna go welcome some filthy African up in here, man. You understand? We ain't gonna give him no spotlight. We ain't gonna give him no time. You understand? I.S.U.P.K, home of the truth. You better know. You understand? Go to Matthew chapter 23, 25 and 23. That's where we're gonna go. We're going a little bit of the brotherhood today, man. Because really, man, in this truth, that's all you got right now, man, is your brother. Right? You understand? Your brother's in the truth, putting the work in with you. You understand? And you got to stop condescending the men of lower state. We won't pull that scripture out. But that's a perfect scripture to show you just because the Lord brought you out your hell, that don't make you better than your people, man. What did Christ say? Christ said, listen, the greatest man among you going to be the greatest servant among you, man. Like, we got to dig deep, you understand, as a nation of people, and there's soldiers in this truth, and go bring our brothers up out this hell, man. Brotherhood is the greatest weapon we got against this white man. Ain't no gun, no bullets, no bombs. We ain't got no jets. We can't fight it. You understand? Like, don't get it twisted out. The white man, the devil, he blessed with the sword. You can't fight it. You be carnal and fight this bastard. You understand? But your greatest weapon you got, man, is your brother. The man in the ghetto with you, strung out on drugs, halfway out his mind. You understand? We need them. You need him, man. You understand? Hold on real quick. We're about to get it. Matthew chapter 5, verse 23. All right. Matter of fact, let's start at 22. But I say unto you that whosoever is angry with his brother without a cause shall be in danger of the judgment. And whosoever shall say to his brother, Rakah, shall be in danger of the council. But whosoever shall say, thou fool, shall be in danger of the hellfire. Like, man, listen, man, we can't have hatred towards one another without a righteous cause, man. You understand? Like because we've been under so much oppression from the white man, we see a brother, you understand, that achieved something or that got something greater than we have, we down the brother, man. We always down each other as a nation of people because we such in the lowest state. You understand what I'm saying? Soon as a brother advance in anything, it's hard for other black people to just congratulate him and support him without down talking him, man. That comes from years and years of slavery, man. That's where that comes from. Hating your brother without a cause, meaning what? Meaning he ain't broke the law. Without a cause ain't, you know, yeah, I think this cat here, man, I don't like his spirit. It ain't guessing, man. Like we live by another, you understand, motto in here, mean don't be sure, make sure. When it said hated without a cause, what cause? It's talking about he breaking the Lord's law. If you ain't sure he breaking the Lord's law and you have some angst towards your brother, you hate him without a cause, man. You understand? Like the Lord ain't emotional. The Lord ain't a woman. And these laws that's in the scriptures are built, you understand, to mold a man into a warrior without emotion, man. What's the cause that you show the hated brother? He a homosexual. You understand? Why? Because hatred warrants a punishment, man. That's what it's saying. You say that you hate your brother without a cause, you gonna be in danger of the hellfire. You gonna be in danger of the judgment. You gonna be in danger of the council. You understand? Because your brother ain't broke no law. Understand? But if you got something in the back of your mind say, I don't like this cat. You understand? I don't like this cat, man. For no damn reason. You understand? The Lord gonna judge you. The Lord gonna judge you and swap you up out of here. I remember, man, listen. If I could, man, I remember Commander GEN.YAHANNA said this a while ago. You know what I'm saying? Once again, man, big up to Commander GEN.YAHANNA, man, for all he's doing. You understand? For brothers like myself, you understand? And all throughout this nation. You understand? But I remember one time he was talking, we was doing the job, you know what I'm saying? Commander GEN.YAHANNA was always put brothers on gigs. Still do, you know what I'm saying? We used to drive these trucks. You understand? We sitting in the parking lot. And Commander GEN.YAHANNA, like, he say, oh, man, listen, man, we ain't ready for that power yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, we be talking like, yeah, man, it be good, it be glorious, man. Brothers get the healing power. He say, listen, man, we ain't ready for that power yet. Like, you don't understand, like, the glory that the Lord really gonna give you. Because if we ain't as disciplined we need to be and the Lord bless us with the power, you'll think something real cruel about your brother real quick. You understand? Your brother, you know, drop dead or, you know what I'm saying? You know, break his arm or, you know what I'm saying, you do something, you got the power now, so you got to watch what you think, man. You understand? When he said it, we was like, damn, you're right, you know what I mean? Like, it made so much sense. Like, that spiritual power, man, it start with your mind, man, and how you think. That's why Christ increased the law. You understand? When he told the brothers, he's like, listen, man, if you think about being with another brother right, you sinning already. You understand? It starts in your mind, you understand? We got to purge ourselves from the inside out to be warriors for this truth, man, and bring our people out of here, man. Your brother and the brotherhood is the best weapon you got. It's the only weapon we got for this devil, man. You understand? So if the brother ain't breaking the Lord's law and he rolling, you understand what I'm saying? You can't hate that brother, man, unless you got a real cause, man. You understand? Because this nigga got a, 2015 Tahoe. That ain't the cause to hate a brother. You understand? That ain't the cause to hate a brother. Because he got 3 wives. They ain't the cause to hate a brother. You understand? Definitely these traitors, you understand, that hate the brothers in the I.S.U.P.K and Commander GEN.YAHANNA, because we done held on to what they done let go. That definitely ain't no reason to hate your brother, man. You understand? Any man speaking against this truth hate their people. Understand that. Your black leaders that speak against the truth, meaning they might not say I.S.U.P.K in their words when they on them, them news stations, CNN, when they doing them public announcements and all that. They not saying you became the words, but the spirit of Christ is what they hate, man. Black people coming together is the true spirit of Christ, man. And the love for your brother, that is the spirit of Christ, man. And that's what these black leaders and these politicians and these leaders speak against when they do not say what need to be said, man, in front of the masses and on the media. All right? We're going to go verse 23. Therefore, if thou bring thy gift to the altar, and there remembers that thy brother have an ought against thee, leave thy gift before the altar, go thy way, first be reconciled to thy brother, and then come after with thy gift. Salakia. Hold on one second. And then come and offer that gift. Excuse me. You understand? Like, the Lord ain't no hypocrite, man. You're not coming in front of the priest of the Lord, bringing a gift to the altar. You understand? Like, you are a righteous nigga and all that. When the Lord know in your spirit, you got some ought with a brother, or some brother got an ought with you about something, but you bringing this gift to the altar. You understand? Like, the Lord don't want that. What the Lord say? He said, I'd rather obedience than your sacrifice, man. Like, the Lord called us to love one another, and that's what we must do.
You understand? As brothers and sisters in this truth, the 12 tribes, blacks, Hispanics, and the Native Indians, man. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, man, we brothers. How dare you say that the Hispanics, not the 12 tribes, man? Wicked brothers, man. But see, listen, man. The Lord don't like no hypocrites. You understand? He say, leave that gift. Don't bring that gift. You bringing me a gift for what? You bringing a gift to the altar like, yeah, oh, you righteous and this and that. You understand? When the Lord try the reins of a man, he know that you got something on your chest for a brother that you around every day. You understand? And it's so heavy. Like the Lord, our God is a living power. He a living power. Like he don't want no fakeness, like no fakeness around him, man. Like these brothers, you know what I'm saying? You know, in the world they say, man, they real niggas and this and that. You understand? Like that's what the Lord want, man. He wants some real niggas, like some soldiers, man, to roll with him, man, and really, you know what I'm saying, push his name in this earth. Some real soldiers. But how you gonna be that if you faking the funk, you saying, yeah, I'm a priest and prophet of the Most High, but deep down in your soul, you rolling with a cat that you don't like for no reason, man. The Lord said, man, go reconcile with your brother before you come try and bring some gift to me, man. Like for real, like that's cold. That's cold, man. How the Lord broke that down. Like that's like this thing, like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's just so, how you like disloyal, like it's like now you hear the scripture, it's like that's some grimy stuff to do. Like you gonna go in front of the Lord and bring a gift, like you some righteous cat. You know, you've been moving in the spirit and all that. And the Lord, like this cat bringing me a gift, when he think about killing his brother every day. He think about, you know, what this brother did to his woman every day and won't say nothing, like a woman. And he won't go and talk to his brother and you know, forgive his brother and build that bond again, man. Like the Lord, like, man, listen, man, go reconcile with your brother before you come bringing some gift to me, man. And then bring that gift, because then he'll honor it. You understand? Like over everything, over all else, the Lord want black and Hispanics and Native Indians to come together. All that other glory, understand? Y'all watch this with the thug. Listen, man, General Haas in the building. We be right back. We'll let the Hebrew speak. Stay tuned.
Any man give his life for I.S.U.P.K Christ and fall up under that I.S.U.P.K banner. It's my brother and my blood, and I will die and kill for if necessary. Take
easy way to tell that your bet is awful. The raw egg test. Let me prove it.
I understand you have found a new great Hebrew that stand and walk with the Lord's statutes and commandments of the Most High, and we don't care who we got to go up against. You ain't standing before this truth. You understand? We done took them all on, and we gonna continue to take them all on. I'm like foolish. Lights, lost the truth to this tree of life. Open up the book just to see it right. Reminiscing on my ancestors, all those shits who had to be for life. Took us to a place where ain't never stay dead. Pointing in our boots, all our children up in daycare. Fresh out of slavery, still thinking that they care. Guns in the community, children can't play there. Brothers still brainwashed and dying for that same cost. Took away our history, believing that we ain't lost. Brother, I'm an Israelite, cities like kryptonite. Brothers won't pray, the robber liquor shit tonight. Praises to the Most High. I ain't like most guys. I ain't on the future, but I learned from a boat ride. Tribe of Benjamin, inherited on both sides. Background to me, mistreated and I know why. I'm an Israelite, die for the Israelites. Blood of the Israelites, crying for my Israelites. Hooey, cause we Israelites. One Yahshua, Allah to all my Israelites. I'm an Israelite.
Hey, you wanna pay?
Crying for my Israelites.
My phone is dying. Let me know if you can go to the chat room.
One Yahshua, Allah to all my Israelites.
Rise from the ghetto, Satan want us to devour. The seal of the Lord ain't found in church towers. Never dying on my knees like no coward. Wanna be an Israelite, you gonna need to show you what proving it in the scriptures. I got religion, traumatized from the lynching. I'm a Saudi the victim, I'm a Saudi the ending. Kids with PTSD. Never getting treatment, something he gotta sleep with. I hope so long, it ain't a secret. That's why I died for them brothers I'm facing east with. Cause I'm an Israelite. Right, visions of my enemies, death flow through my dreams at night. Your mind ain't dead, we don't dream of life. Reporting live from hell on the Christians and Edomites.
I'm an Israelite, die for the Israelites. Blood of the Israelites, crying for my Israelites. Hooey, cause we Israelites. One Yahshua, Allah to all my Israelites. I'm an Israelite, die for the Israelites. Blood of the Israelites, crying for my Israelites. Hooey, cause we Israelites. One Yahshua, Allah to all my Israelites.
See, they say the audio kind of bad.
On the front lines, doing work in trenches, making sure I'm election, preparing for Armageddon, mastering this profession of prophesying these lessons, protecting all right lessons and answering all their questions, teaching the bloody reflection. No matter what the complexion, we got a common connection. I'm part of God's selection, a shot of thorough resurrection through us achieving perfection. What to give life? Sacrifice, that'll heal everybody. Short days and long nights, let's sleep and more fights. More wisdom, more strength, telling everybody that they wrong and you're right. I'm an Israelite, blood of the Israelite. I ride for my Israelites, die for my Israelites. We in debt because Christ paid the price, so we're ready to give their life, the life of an Israelite.
I'm an Israelite, die for the Israelites. Blood of the Israelites, crying for my Israelites. Hooey, cause we Israelites. One Yahshua, Allah to all my Israelites. I'm an Israelite, die for the Israelites. Blood of the Israelites, crying for my Israelites. Hooey, cause we Israelites. One Yahshua, Allah to all my Israelites.
One more song, brother.
Nobody tell you drugs without me saying that.
trying to find something to follow. Had no shit, every man trying to borrow. Felt pain and a lot of sorrow. Got the trade so fast, I didn't even have my heart broke. Nigga confused, about to lose hope. Got me on the side of the road like a sideshow. Need an antidote before I throw. Now I'm setting fire, the prison man feels what it's impossible. Rushing with no cause, trying to find direction. The world got the next. Pick up a bed, get a habit, that's a hereditary from oppression. Feel like my life was on fire, trying to find an exit. Now look, 6 G's busting to the rep. Sometimes I'm working as a soldier, trying to find a good shirt. Just when you in hell, how did you excel? When you the breath of life, I believe in fairy tale. Listen well to what I tell. No calling it cause pain. Something that a rebel knows very well. Can't you tell I was sick for the Lord? Got a tongue like a two-edged sword with a style that they might record. The only thing equal is the curse for the wicked and the righteous reward. Have mercy on the man, no seed separated from the tares. Now, all my prayers in his soul be a rebel. Take the world by word of mouth. U.P.K, be the rebel that you heard about. Yeah. And it ain't gonna stop till 100 birds in the house and I'm hanging birds out. Yeah, right, you ain't heard it count without the shadow of a doubt. These devils seeing links off us. From the red, I'm about to start the block and taking off us. Can't sweet talk, cannot stop us. Plus I know the feds watching us. Tell the people that they church full of witch doctors. Put us in prison and stop bottles. Meanwhile, you be taken on the rebels in the rock bottles. They leave for mighty men, and now I understand things that never truly made sense. Like one crying that you threw the roof for a criminal, knowing you ain't innocent, it's fucked up. But my boot shot, standing between two priests, about to blaze on their heads, call it tough love. The gospel niggas just love, and when it touch a white bitch with OJ's black gloves, Father forgive me for my error. I'm forever by your side, thinking first shit, I'm on my flaws. This is the reason I'm alive. Thank God for the truth. For a long time, it's a rebel without a call.
Look, man, first time I met man Gen.YAHANNA, man, here 3807.
Rebel without a call.
My little daughter with me. Open the door, he was dropping the truth on me and all that.
Rebel without a call.
Man, you know, you do your time, you taking them out, you taking the hand-to-hand combat.
Rebel without a call. It's the reason I'm alive. Thank God for the truth. For a long time, it's a rebel without a call.
We already did. We already beaten down. We've been beaten down for 400 years. We already got the wounds inside and outside our body. How are you gonna hurt us? You cannot threaten us. You cannot frighten us. We live in the most frightening places, under the most frightening conditions. We are immune to fear. We are immune to harm. You see what I'm saying? You have stepped into a cesspool. You're the only one gonna get infected.
Yeah, let's go. Yeah. Second half of the show, I'm General Hyde, live in the building with Captain Collibrand. Thank you for holding it down for me out and holding it down for us in this show, man. I heard the brother bringing out brotherhood. Let me tell you something. Right now, that time for that brotherhood and that sisterhood, man. It's an important time going on the earth. Remember, Christ said this: watch ye and pray. Yeah, I mean, look for these signs that's going on out here in this earth, man. You understand? Watch ye and pray. And look for the signs going on this earth, man. We need all this going on now. But that being said, right, two things I want to touch on. I know that a lot of people are talking about and have talked about these storms and the water in Houston and the floods and where it went and all those things. I'm going to touch on some more of that briefly. And I hear another one coming. They call this one Irma or something. They call it, I don't know what name they call it, but I heard another one's brewing on the coast, ready to hit. It's supposed to be worse than this one here, coming. So, understand all of these things are happening with this and the wars, the rumors of wars going on. All of these are biblical prophecies that we live in the last days and times. You understand? And how should you be? You should be solidifying yourself in this truth. Meaning, make yourself sure in this knowledge of this truth. Now, that being said, I'm going to touch on a lot of people bringing out this whole African-American garbage and we ham and we African Israelites. I'm going to touch on that briefly to give you some scriptures to combat that garbage, man. You understand? First, I'm going to start with this. Why is it wrong for the black man in America to consider himself an African American. Why is that wrong? Now, you know, in my class, in my show, I teach on my show. And when I ask you a question, I expect an answer from everybody. Let me type your answer in. You understand? Now, I want you to type your answer with facts. Why is it wrong to call yourself an African American? Somebody explain it to me. Let me know when I get a comment, God.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna wait a second. Well, wait a second. Nobody typing nothing out?
No, let's check so.
Not yet. Nobody's fingers working? They working every damn time. They work on Facebook. They work on when they try to come at somebody. Come on. Fingers should be working, y'all. Let's get it. I want to know. I want to know. Nobody said nothing, brother.
Okay, I got one.
Who's it?
What? Got two. I got one from Alana Quartermain, Allen Quartermain, 82. He says, because we are not African. Then Napatazar out of bond says Jeremiah 10:2, don't learn the way of the heathen. Those are heathens. And,
oh, that's good, but that's not what I'm looking for. Officers, you should know this. I know we got officers in class. You should know this right here. Why is it wrong for the black man in America to consider himself an African American? This is not even scriptures. I don't even want no scriptures right now. It is history. After that, then we get into the scriptures. But I want the history behind African American.
Okay. Not the Zagabar, because it's the name of two white people.
That's what I'm looking for. Now, what are the names of the white people? And even though we know all white people come from Esau, Edom, I want their classification as far as the nations as to whose names they are. Nobody said nothing yet.
Okay, see, those are two European explorers. Leo Scipio Africanus is not the Zagabar. He typing in, look like they typing more. And Amerigo Vespucci, that's not the Zagabar.
That's what I'm looking for. The water officer. Because to call yourself an African American, you are naming yourself after an Italian. On the top and the bottom. When I say top and the bottom, the top is African American on the bottom. African or Africa comes from Leo Scipius Africanus, an Italian white explorer. American come from Amerigo Vespucci, another Italian explorer. So if you're not Italian, you can't claim to be an African American. That's where the names come from. Now, that's what I was looking for. What was the name of Africa before it was called Africa by the so-called white man who came in there and carved the land up and named it after himself? Question. My answer yet?
Laos.
Nobody says that.
Zagabar in Ethiopia.
Nope. Nope. Nobody typing it in?
The shock. Yahweh has Kemet.
No.
No person put Ethiopia. Correct.
No. All right, for time's sake, I'm going to give it to you. It was called the Land of Ham. Before the so-called white man came in there and carved the land up, it was called the Land of Ham. Why? Because Ham's sons dwelt in that land. That's why. Now, when you have the so-called white man come in there and carve the land up and name it the names he gave it, I want a scripture proving that's what the so-called white men do. When you come in the land and change the names to the lands that they are in. That I gave you a hint. You might type anything in, brother?
No, not just.
All right, everybody give me Psalm 49, verse 11, real fast. Everybody go there. Everybody go to Psalm 49, verse 11. I'll give you a minute, 60 seconds to get there. Now, Esau changed the name of Ham to Africa. Here's a biblical scripture proving this is what they do wherever they go. Read out.
Isaiah chapter 49.
No, Psalms. I'm sorry.
Psalm chapter 49, verse 11. Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever.
They believe their house will continue forever. That's the so-called white man. You know what I mean? His kingdom gonna be forever. Right now they're trying to freeze the embryos to try to have that seed carry on forever. Go ahead.
And their dwelling places to all generations.
Go ahead.
They call their lands after their own names.
They what, brother?
They call their lands after their own names.
So they came to that continent that was the land of Ham, and Americans, Africanos, Neo-Scipios Africanus, called themselves conquering the land and mapping the land out and giving it a whole new name. That's what Esau does. You understand? He came to that area and gave it a whole new name. Now, let's go into Ham, the land of Ham. Right? Let's go into the land of Ham. And it's important because when you find out that you're not African or African American, you find out who was Ham then. Do I have a correlation to that family line? That family lineage, do I have that? Let's find out if you do or if you don't. Now, the Zion of Man Bible Dictionary on Ham. Right? Right here, Captain Kyle, Brother Shaw. Read down there. Read, start from the top, brother.
Ham, the youngest son of Noah.
Say it again.
The youngest son of Noah.
Ham, the youngest son of Noah, meaning this was Noah's youngest son. Go ahead.
Born probably about 96 years before the flood.
Go ahead.
And one of the 8 persons to live through the flood.
Go ahead.
He became the progenitor of the dark races.
The word progenitor means the father of or the beginning of thereof. The dark races on the earth. Go ahead.
And one of the 8 persons to live through the flood.
Go ahead.
He became the progenitor of the dark races. Not the Negroes.
Not the who?
Negroes.
Now, what do they call you in America? What do they call you in slavery? Negroes. You understand? You were a Negro in slavery. A nigger. which means dark skin. You understand? You were called a Negro. Who was that? The so-called blacks. Hispanic Native Indians. Go ahead.
But the Egyptians.
But the who?
The Egyptians.
The Egyptians come from the land of Ham. Mizraim in the Bible. That's where they come from. So now when you try to claim Egyptology because they are dark-skinned people, that's not your people. Your lineage, your bloodline does not go back to Ham. And we're going to prove that as we go on later on. That how your bloodline goes back to Shem, not Ham. Go ahead.
Ethiopians.
The Ethiopians. We don't got no blood ties, no Ethiopians, man. Them brothers in the Caribbeans, they made an error with the whole Haile Selassie garbage, man. They made an error. That's not our bloodline. That's not our heritage, man. We are not Ethiopians. The Ethiopians are not part of the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel. That's a lie when they say Solomon had sex with Queen Sheba and had a son. That's bull crap, according to the Bible. Go ahead.
Libyans.
North Africans. Go ahead.
And Canaanites.
South Africa. What you have right there is the whole continent of the land of Ham before the so-called white men got in there and changed things around. Before Leo Skippers, Afrikaners got up in there and changed things around. That's the whole continent right there. And they're all considered Ham's children. Not considered Shem's children, which is your bloodline. Now, with that being said, let's go into a little bit on Shem and our bloodline, all right? Give me Genesis 11, verse 10.
Oh, God.
I gotta know this, man. You gotta be able to go back to the Old Testament to prove these things. You understand me? We ain't them filthy, stinking Hamites, man. Or for lack of better words, African. That's not us. We are not one and the same. And because they follow the so-called white man and they get us, don't make them Israelites, man. See through the bull crap. See through it, man. See through the folly and the shame, man. Read, brother. Tell them where you at.
Genesis chapter 11, verse 10.
Come on.
These are the generations of Shem.
Mm-hmm.
Shem was 100 years old and begat Arphaxad.
All right. He was what?
100 years old.
Uh-huh. Now, drop down to, let me get it with you out, because we ain't going to read the whole thing. We're going to drop down to where all the kids being born. You understand? Hold on 1 second, bro. Let me get it with you. Start at verse 10. Start at 10 and 1.
Okay.
Go to 10 and 1.
Genesis chapter 10, verse 1. Now these are the generations of the sons of Noah, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. And unto them were sons born after the flood.
Now go to 11 and 10.
11 and 10. These are the generations of Shem. Shem was 100 years old and begat Arphaxad 2 years after the flood.
Verse 12.
Verse 12. And Arphaxad lived 35 years and begat Salah.
Go to verse 14.
Verse 14. And Salah lived 30 years and begat Eber.
It could begat who?
Eber.
Why is the name Eber so prevalent in the scriptures, y'all? See if anybody knows if I give you the answer. Just want to see. Why is Eber so prevalent in the scriptures, y'all? And what does Eber mean in Hebrew? Officers? What does Eber mean in Hebrew? Anybody typing anything in? Anybody typing nothing in? And maybe am I moving too fast, brother? For him? I don't know. Am I tired?
I'm going to say Abraham.
Nah. What's up?
Part is our bond. It says because that is where Hebrew came from.
Yeah, but he got it. That's true. That's only part of what I'm looking for.
How this says reason. Not the Zanko boss it from the past.
They gotta explain it better. I want a better explanation. Nobody type in them?
Doc said reason beyond.
Okay. He said reason beyond?
Yeah, that's what he said.
Yeah, time that clock got. That clock will be better. All right, no, don't worry about it, brother. We can do that later. All right, now. Read Genesis 11:16 one more time, brother.
Genesis chapter 11, verse 16.
Come on.
And Eber lived 34 years and begat Peleg.
Now, why is Eber so prevalent? Because Eber in Hebrew means Ibar, which means past, right? Why is this significant? Because this brother kept his past heritage. He kept his language, his customs of his forefathers. You understand me? That's why it's so prevalent. And he passed that back on down to his son Peleg. Why? Because he lived during the time of the Tower of Babel, the confounding of the languages. You understand? And he kept those things which his forefathers gave to him. Didn't change it. Didn't get down nobody else. He kept his ancient language and his customs of his people. During the time of the confounding of the languages. During the time of the Tower of Babel. Babel meaning confusion. He kept that ancient Hebrew and passed it on down. You understand? That's why his name is so prevalent. Let's keep on reading, brother. Go to 11 and 18.
Verse 11, in chapter 11, verse 18. And Peleg lived 30 years and begat Ru.
20.
Verse 20, and Ru lived 32 years and begat Saruj.
22.
Verse 22, and Saruj lived 30 years and begat Nahor.
24.
Verse 24, and Nahor lived 29 years and begat Terah.
26.
Verse 26, and Terah lived 70 years and begat Abram, Nahor, and Haran.
27.
Verse 27, now these are the generations of Terah. Terah begat Abram, Nahor, and Haran begat Lot.
Go ahead.
And Haran died before his father Terah in the land of his nativity in of the Chaldees.
Keep on.
Verse 29, and Abram and Nahor took them wives. The name of Abram's wife was Sarah, and the name of Nahor's wife was Milcah, the daughter of Haran, the father of Milcah, and the father of Isupk.
Go ahead.
But Sarah was barren. She had no child. And Terah took Abram his son, and Lot the son of Haran, his son's son, and Sarah his daughter-in-law. Sarai, his daughter-in-law, his son Abram's wife, and they went forth with them from of the Chaldees to go into the land of Canaan. And they came unto Haran and dwelt there.
Now, why did the Most High have them go into that particular land of Canaan? Now, they're going to say the land of Canaan belonged to Africans, right? Because they dwelt there. First, let's start there. Why? No, hold on. I'm jumping ahead. Go to 12 and 1. Just read.
Chapter 12, verse 1. Now the Lord has said unto Abram, get thee out of thy country, and from thy kindred, and from thy father's house, unto a land that I will shew thee. And I will make thee a great nation, and will bless thee and make thy name great, and thou shalt be a blessing.
Mm-hmm.
And I will bless them that bless thee, and curse him that curseth thee, and in thee shall all families of the earth be blessed.
Go ahead, 4 and 5.
So Abram departed as the Lord had spoken unto him, and Lot with him. And Abram was 75 years old when he departed out of Haran.
Go ahead.
And Abram took Sarah his wife, and Lot his brother's son, that they had gotten in Haran, and they went forth to go into the land of Canaan, and into the land of Canaan they came.
Mm-hmm.
And Abram passed through the land unto the place of Shechem, unto the plain of Moreh.
Mm-hmm.
And the Canaanite was then in the land.
Mm-hmm.
And the Lord appeared unto Abram and said, unto thy seed will I give this land. And there builded he an altar unto the Lord who appeared unto him.
Why did the Most High say unto this seed when I give that land? Let me actually see if I know this answer. See if I know. Anybody type anything in? You got anybody say anything? Let me see. Uh-oh. What is the question? This better off.
This was last, right? Oh, this was the other question.
What I said was, my question to everybody listening to the class is that why did the Most High tell Abram that his seed would have this land where he was at right then and there? Why? Why the land of Canaan? Why the land of Canaan would his seed have? Why? Because remember, they teach that Abram came in there, or the Israelites came in there and killed everybody off the land that was originally there, like it was their land. Why did the Most High tell Abram that his seed going to inherit this land? Why? I can't give you more because I'm going to give you an answer. You understand? What are you saying? Anybody saying that? Mm-hmm. I hear you. Told you I got to study. Yeah, I got to study. You got to confound these cats coming to you with this garbage and this filth, man. The Bible says study to show thyself approved. Come on. You got anything up?
It says we will go into captivity there.
Nope. They ain't, nope. 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 We got anything, brother?
Okay, so
Nothing. All right, no sweat. Let's get it. Go to where I tell you to go to, brother.
Genesis 3 and 13.
23.
Genesis chapter 3, verse 23. Therefore, the Most High power sent him forth from the Garden of Eden to till the ground from whence he was taken.
Man, meaning this. We got kicked out of the Garden of Eden because Adam listened to his woman. You understand? He taught her what was right and what was wrong. And she did what was wrong, and he listened to her. Punishment, we got kicked out of the damn garden. Part of the punishment, man. Now, what was the land that compromised or was part of the Garden of Eden? Go to Genesis 2. Go to verse 10.
Genesis chapter 2, verse 10. And the river went out of Eden to water the garden, and from thence it was parted and became into 4 heads. Verse 11. The name of the first is Pison, that is it which compasseth the whole land of Havilah, where there is gold.
What?
And the gold of that land is good. There is bdellium and the onyx stone. And the name of the second river is Gihon. And same is it that compasseth the whole land of Ethiopia.
What?
And the name of the third river is Hiddekel. That is it which goes toward the east of Assyria. And the fourth river is Euphrates.
Now, these rivers go through the whole land. Now, you find these rivers on the map and find out where they compass at. That's the whole land of Israel. You understand me? This land of Canaan where Abraham dwelt was originally the Garden of Eden, which is why the Most High said, your kid's going to inherit this land, because he's going to put us back in our land. Not that we taking something that don't belong to us. The Canaanites came in that land after we left. Them Hamite nations came in after we left. That's why they're in there. You understand? Now, let's jump a little bit further, brother. I want Genesis 17. I want Genesis 17, verse 1.
Genesis chapter 17, verse 1. And when Abram was 90 years old and 9, the Lord appeared to Abram and said unto him, I am the almighty power. Walk before me and be thou perfect.
Now, let me tell you something, man. When you go into your history of the Bible and learn who you are, you learn this and you stick with it. None of this changes. Meaning, this doctrine, our history, is for us and stays for us. Can't no other nation claim Abraham as a descendant but us. You understand? And we're going to prove it as we go on. Keep on reading, brother. And hold on. This verse he just passed said, be thou perfect. I hate it when a man say, I can't be perfect. Or a sister say, I can't be perfect. That's a cat I watch with 2 of my eyes. And I stay away from that person. You know why I stay away from them? Because that person right there saying that is telling you that they make an excuse to sin and do evil. And that evil will come towards you. He give you a warning. Like a snake hissing for a bite. That's how I take that. Because to be perfect simply means this. I'm going to do what the Lord say do. And not what I want to do. Period. That's all it means. Lord said, don't do this. I'm not going to do it. Don't do that. I'm not going to do that. Do this. I'm going to do that. That's all it means to be perfect. It's simple. But because of the Christian church, you got your mind all wrapped up and wrong. Like you can't do what the Lord say do. We can do what the Most High say do. That's why the Lord said, read it again, brother.
I am the almighty power. Walk before me and be thou perfect.
He want everybody to be perfect, man. We come from the same loins as Abraham. So we all can be that way. You daughters of Sarah or Sarai, you can be that way. For you, it means you obey your damn husband. Even whether you want to or not. Even when you want to not do it, you want to run your fucking mouth, shut up. You brothers, when you want to follow order, not follow order, follow that goddamn order. Do what the Lord say do, man. And stop being so fucking bitch-made and weak-minded. You know what you want to know why we got all these different alphabet groups out here? From the cats in white, purple, Christmas trees. You know why we got all them people? Because they was too bitch-made to do what the Lord say do from the very beginning, man. And to follow what the Bible said follow, man. There was never supposed to be no other group, no other nothing except for the I.S.U.P.K. But it is. Because cats did not want to follow what the Lord said follow. There's an order in the Bible how to deal with every situation. All you gotta do is do it, man. And be man enough to come with the consequences, man. Be man enough to deal with it, man. Keep on reading, brother.
Verse 2, and I will make my covenant between me and thee, and will multiply thee exceedingly. And Abram fell on his face, and the Most High talked with him, saying, as for me, behold, my covenant is with thee, and thou shalt be a father of many nations.
Go ahead.
Verse 5, neither shall thy name any more be called Abram, but thy name shall be Abraham, for a father of many nations have I made thee. And I will make thee exceeding fruitful, and I will make nations of thee, and kings shall come out of thee. And I will establish my covenant between me and thee and thy seed after thee in their generations, for an everlasting covenant, to be a power unto thee and to thy seed after thee.
Now let's examine verse 7. We're going to read it again. I'm at a cap, read it again. And we're going to examine verse 7, because this is very important, y'all. Read it again, brother.
Verse 7, and I will establish my covenant between me and thee and thy seed.
Stop. The Bible says, and thy what, brother?
Thy seed.
Now, the word seed, spell it for me, y'all.
S-E-E-D.
That's singular. To make that plural, you have to add an S on it. It means everybody. Why is the Lord making it singular? Why is seed singular? Because he is letting him know that your one particular son is going to get his covenant with. Abram had more than one son, y'all. He had Ishmael and a couple other cats that birthed nations on the earth. Ishmael being a father of the Arabs. But the Lord said this one particular seed when he give this promise to. He ain't say everybody. Keep on reading, brother.
I will give thee into thy seed after. So like you want to read verse 7. So
No. Yeah, 7. After it says, and thy seed.
Constant. And thy seed after thee in their generations.
Stop. What does it mean when it says generations? That word generation has an S on the end, which makes it plural. Meaning them family lines that come after this particular son he chose. You understand? Go ahead. 4.
For an everlasting covenant.
Stop. The word everlasting means forever. This was thousands of years ago. We're in 2017. Even to this day. Right now. Right now. Go ahead.
To be a power unto thee and to thy seed after thee.
Now. Give me Galatians 3:16. I'm kind of skipping what I really want to go into for time's sake. But next week, we're going to get into some more of this here. I got more information I'm going to bring out. You got to know your history in the Bible, man. The Old Testament is very relevant. Without knowing the Old Testament, you ain't going to know what the hell to do. God just accepts everybody. He accepts whatever name you give yourself. No, man. It don't work like that in the Bible. Let me catch up with you. You got any questions out?
We did have one question.
Come on.
In Matthew,
is it pertaining to what we're talking about?
So this is a scripture the brother wanted to understand.
All right, hold on. We get that at the very, very end. Now, Galatians 3:16, read that for me, Captain Cod.
Galatians chapter 3, verse 16. Now, to Abraham and his seed were the promises made.
Stop. Abraham and his what?
His seed.
His what?
His seed.
That one particular child. The child that's talking about in Galatians, in Genesis, the 17th chapter. Not everybody. The Abraham and his seed, that one particular kid, man, were these things made. That one child. Were these made? Go ahead.
He said not, and to seeds.
Meaning not all the other kids. Not Ishmael. Not all the other ones he had.
Yeah.
Or these other so-called nations these cats out here trying to claim. Not ham bone, have you heard? Go ahead.
But as a one.
But as a what?
As a one.
Meaning that one particular seed or that one particular child. Go ahead.
And to thy seed, which is Christ.
Let you know that Christ comes from that same seed, right. That same lineage. That immaculate conception bullshit niggas trying to still push that shit is wrong and off. You got Israelites trying to push that garbage, man. The Bible just said into the same seed that Christ comes from. Meaning what? Christ was born of a man. Joseph popped that meat. He popped that cherry and got her pregnant. Don't no angel carry no fucking seed. Do it. You show me where it said an angel carry a seed. It don't. Let you know that Christ comes from the same seed all the way back to Abraham.
That's right.
That's why we read the lineage go back to Abraham, you dummies. We gotta stop being so damn weak and effeminized and stop having faith. Where your faith at in the scriptures, what you really was taught. The Bible said no man had the authority. No man had the authority to change nothing that was given from us, from them 7 heads that started the school. No man had the authority to change anything. We got all these cats teaching all this lying and off shit. Man, come on, man, really? Nobody had the authority to change it. Why the Bible says Christ comes from the seed of Abraham. You kidding me? Now, that's the cold cut out.
Cold cuts, but like,
go ahead, yes.
To that dumb, retarded religion that Farrakhan, you know, not getting paid for no more, you understand, called Islam. You understand, try to tie Ishmael in and bring the Arabs in because they, you know what I'm saying, come from out of Abraham. Like, this is a cold cut where it said, not seeds of many. Like, that's a cold cut. You understand? To them disgusting Muslims, man, and to that, and not even, okay, not the disgusting Muslims, because, you know what I'm saying, they are brothers, but to that filthy religion, man. Them lies, that whole doctrine of lies, you understand? Like, that's a cold cut. Like, Ishmael ain't got nothing to do with the Lord, period. The Lord never sent Gabriel, never talked to that illiterate bastard Muhammad and all of that, and send the honorable Elijah Muhammad and all them, no prophecies and none of that, man. The Lord only dealt with the seed of Abraham coming out of Isaac, and that's it, man.
Listen, the Bible tell you clear, y'all. If an angel come to you and tell you to start something different than was originally taught, you ought to be accursed from that, man. Separate yourself from that garbage, man. Ain't no angel gonna come down here and tell you anything different than what was originally taught that was handed down in I.S.U.P.K. Nothing, man. All these cats that fell out and fall out with these different groups, man, the Lord said that's not supposed to happen. And if it do, you be accursed from that cat, man. You understand me? That's what the Bible says in the book of Galatians, the 1st chapter, from 6 to 9. Now, let's go back to Genesis 17 and show you about Isaac. And he bring up Ishmael in it too as well. Go back to it, everybody. Genesis 17. Hold on. Something I want to get. Go to verse 5 first.
Genesis 17:5. Neither shall thy name anymore be called Abram, but thy name shall be Abraham.
Meaning, now this is when his name was changed from Abram to Abraham. When the Lord gave him this covenant and told him which son he was going to be with. Now, drop down to verse 15.
Verse 15. And the Most High said unto Abraham, as for Sarai, thy wife.
That's why I stopped you earlier, brother. You were saying Sarah, to say Sarai. You understand? Because her name was going to change as well. This is where it changed that. Go ahead.
Thou shalt not call her name Sarai, but Sarah shall her name be.
Now her name was changed from Sarai to Sarah. Go ahead.
This print is small. And I will bless her.
Oh, don't worry about it, brother. Here, you got a bigger print right there. You got it. Go ahead.
And I will bless her and give thee a son also of her. Yea, I will bless her, and she shall be a mother of nations.
She shall be a what, brother?
Mother of nations.
Where you at? 17?
In the 16.
Hold on, let me get there with you. Hold on. Go ahead, I'm with you.
Kings of people shall be of her. Then Abraham fell upon his face and laughed and said in his heart, shall a child be born unto him that is 100 years old? And shall Sarah that is 90 years old bear? And Abraham said unto the Most High, and Abraham said unto the Most High, oh, that Ishmael might live before thee. The Most High said, Sarah thy wife shall bear thee a son indeed, and thou shalt call his name Isaac.
He told him like Abraham like that. This ain't how this going. He laughing. And Lord had to check his ass. This the Most High checking him for not having that faith in the post. He checked him on this one here. She is going to have a child. His name going to be Isaac. Even at her old age, she going to have that child. Go ahead.
And I will establish my covenant with him for an everlasting covenant, and with his seed after him.
He said the covenant that comes from the Most High, he's going to establish with his son named Isaac. And his seed, meaning what? His children after him. And the Bible said everlasting, right? Y'all know what everlasting means? It means forever. Any questions in the comments?
Lots.
All right, let's keep it.
We do got one question.
What's that question?
Brother named SHALAM Muhammad says, Salakia, are there Hebrew Israelites living in Africa? If so, what regions?
They are Hebrew Israelites. Matter of fact, let me give you your answer. Go to Deuteronomy. Hold this, everybody. Go to Deuteronomy 28.
Gotcha. I'm scared.
Yep.
Deuteronomy 28:64. And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people, from the one end of the earth even unto the other. And there thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone.
Okay, brother, there's Israelites scattered all over the earth. And let me tell you the brainwashing of America and how they're going to push the African ideology on us. Why don't we say this if the Israelites scattered in Europe?
Right.
Or China, or Japan, or anywhere else but Africa. Why?
That's right.
Because they're trying to push that African ideology on us, man. You understand me? The Bible said we can scatter to all the four corners. It's Israelites everywhere, man. You got them in France, England, all over the place, man. That's coming back to this knowledge of the truth. You understand me? But we ain't seeing the whole goddamn fucking continent of Israelites. Excuse my French. And I directed towards the brother. But the witchcraft is crazy out here. We got to fight that, man. You understand me? All right? Let's sit on that. Go back. That's Genesis 17.
Verse 20. Mm-hmm. Verse 20. And as for Ishmael.
And let me tell you this too, man. Let me explain something to you about that, about the Israelites being in Africa. Them Africans know their heritage, right? They know who they are. They can trace their heritage back years and years, more than what we can, ever can. Now, let me tell you to you. How you know they're going to be Israelites? What's that continent? Liberia? Is it Liberia? Is it Somalia, I believe? That land was founded by slaves going back over there. That was learned in the schools here, the land called America. They saw governments back there for us to live. Now, when you go back and check the records, them Liberians that native to the land know who they are. And the Israelites that went back there know who they are. I knew a sister from Jersey who was living with Africans. And her mother, the mother of the girl she was living with, their family lineage came from slaves that went back to Africa during that time. But the father was 100% Nigerian, native to that land. You understand me? They know who they are. They keep their history and their records over there. Them Israelites over there know they were slaves coming back to the land of Africa. during that time. So they understand who they are, man. Problem is, that ideology that the white man pushing on us is to keep us from our heritage, like all of it is, man. That's it. I'll go to Genesis 17.
Genesis 17, verse 20. And as for Ishmael, I've heard thee.
I have what?
Heard thee.
Now this is about Ishmael. He worried about his son. Abraham, man, he got a son. He worried about that man, that boy. Go ahead.
Behold, I have blessed him and will make him fruitful and will multiply him exceedingly.
There's 1,000,001 of them damn Arabs. They all over the place. And he blessed them with all that oil they got over there. Problem is they messed up when they started dealing with the white man. They started dealing with Esau and made a hell of a mistake. Go ahead.
12 princes shall he beget, and I will make him a great nation.
Go ahead.
Verse 21. But my covenant will I establish with Isaac.
Say it again.
My covenant will I establish with Isaac.
They made an error when they tried to tie Ishmael to the covenant of Abraham. When you try to tie any nation to the covenant of Abraham, but the 12 tribes, nation of Israel, you're making an error. You understand me? The so-called Arabs who are Ishmael, they have no tie to the covenant from the Lord, even though they are a son of his. This ain't about what man say and what man think, but what God says and what God thinks. Go ahead.
My covenant will I establish with Isaac, which Sarah shall bear unto thee at this set time in the next year.
Now give me Isaiah 55 and 11. We don't have the time, is it not?
55, 55.
Damn. I apologize, y'all. I'm gonna get here on time next week, man, because I got more I want to bring up on this history, man. 55 and 11. I got more history I'm gonna bring out, man, for y'all, so y'all can understand this, to be able to combat all this garbage going on out here, man. You understand me?
Isaiah chapter 55, verse 11.
Go ahead.
So shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void.
Meaning, the words of the Lord not going to return to them void, man.
Damn right.
You understand me? You ain't going to be able to go out here and say, well, these cats, Israelites, and something on the word, something. No, man. Lord hear everything you say and do. You understand me? Everything you say and do. Be mindful of the words that come out of your mouth. And be mindful of the Most High's words. When the Lord says not going to come in void, meaning these 12 tribes are going to raise up. It's going to happen. And he's looking for men who are going to be staunch and raise these 12 tribes up. Remember, the Bible says in Isaiah, it's a light thing to raise the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel. He didn't say gather people to the 12 tribes. He didn't say the so-called white man could be part of the 12 tribes. Or the Peloponnesians, which is Japhet. No. The Hawaiians. Or the ones who claim to be Africans or Hamites. No. He didn't say that. But he did say them brothers in the ghetto, in the hood, in the barrios. That's part of these curses that the Bible said was going to happen to them. You understand me? These are the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel, not nobody else. You understand me? Keep on reading.
So shall my word be that go forth out of my mouth. It shall not return to me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it.
Yeah, so the Lord sent us out in this truth, out on this earth, to push this truth to the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel. We're going to accomplish that task in I.S.U.P.K. We're not going to change it. We're not going to dilute it. We're going to keep it the way it was given to us, raw and hardcore, for everybody to understand. You understand me? Now give me Galatians 1 and 6 real fast. We're going to end it with that. You got any questions out? Anybody saying that? Let me see what we got. See what we got in the comments.
Galatians 1 and 16.
1 and 6.
Galatians chapter 1, verse 6. I marvel that ye are so soon removed from him that called you into the grace of Christ unto another gospel.
Man, let me tell you something that was taught other than what we learned in I.S.U.P.K, man. He marveled. Paul did the same thing back then, man. Because of weakness, cats teach things that was not originally taught. That's all, man. I see them cats doing that. I say, I feel sorry for these cats. They just weak. They weak sons, disobedient sons that don't have the courage to say they made a mistake and stop the filth to the Lord crush them. Go ahead.
Verse 7, which is not another, but there be some that trouble you and will pervert the gospel of Christ.
Meaning it's not, that's the same old thing, man. It's the same thing. It's the same philosophy, bringing them nations together, man. Same exact thing, man. Same thing. The same battle Paul had when Paul was bringing the tribes together. The northern kingdom and the southern kingdom. The same exact thing, man. The same battle that Paul had, we having right now. Cast them want to accept the Hispanics and Native Indians. They all black, which means they want to include the Africans in this garbage, man. Same battle. Go ahead.
But though we or an angel from heaven preach any other gospel unto you.
But he said, but if we, meaning myself, or an angel come tell you anything other than that was originally taught, then no angel come down here and tell you to start no goddamn fucking Islam. That's bullshit. Then no angel come down here and tell you that a man on the earth now is the holy fucking confidence. What the fuck that shit is? That's bullshit. Didn't no man come on the earth to tell you to start anything other than what them 7 heads in the I.S.U.P.K started and pushing the rest of these 12 tribes. No man had the authority to change none of it. Give a fuck who you are. I don't give a damn how many followers you got. What the fuck that mean? David had a few mighty men that was killers and warriors for the Lord. Everybody knew it. They don't come to me because they talking about it. They overseas and teaching other lands. Man, fuck out of here with that bullshit, man. I don't give a damn about no goddamn numbers. I go out there with me and just cat in the cod and tear the whole earth on the ground.
That's right.
Y'all better stop playing, man. Read that verse again, brother.
But though we or an angel from heaven preach any other gospel unto you than that which we had preached unto you, let him be accursed.
Let him be accursed, man. What verse you want, brother?
Verse 9.
Let him be accursed. We ain't got the authority to change nothing, man, or add nothing to this doctrine, this truth, man. We don't. You understand me? Nothing. So we stay focused on this truth, man. Learn your history and your heritage. Learn it. Learn who you are. Learn where you come from. Learn your tribe. And understand the things you learn, you got to hold on to it. Let me tell you one more thing, man. Brothers, start this garbage and follow the truth. And same with sisters because of weakness. If you got an issue or a problem, you contact the brothers above you in your city and call them with your issue so it can get worked out. When you call, the Bible says you got a problem, call for counsel and follow the counsel. You understand me? Bible says iron gonna sharpen iron. And the only way it's gonna happen is you call with your problem. We can't see what the hell going on with you. But we know when you come tell us, and when you come tell us, we're gonna deal with it and get it right. With that being said, we're gonna see y'all next week, y'all. I'm gonna have more history to bring out about your heritage and who you are and where you come from. Shalom, Israel. Yeah, my song, play my song, God. Lord to the King. Lord to the King.
That's what I'm all about. Hunger in my eyes, visions in my mouth. It don't cause no altercation. Situation gon' get critical. It's best that you be easy in the end. Go be biblical. Look, flow like a river. It's something like a miracle. Royalty in my veins, loyalty in my ways. Pay back in every word, plus revenge in my heart. The truth in every word. Bring light into the dark. Night never lukewarm. Shit I blaze in many seasons. Got plenty food for dogs. Just gotta watch you on feet. Now you're walking with them angels. So I guess I got this pistol for no reason. Niggas mad and breathing, criticizing on my achievements. Won't make me weak. Nah, it won't make me slack off. These niggas mad and that's all. Better bear with it, so back off. I be ripping shit like sackcloth. Young dogs all bugged out. Behind me say I'm cut full. No room for emotion. So I pour my heart out. This road hard, but I ain't fit to stay. And if it ain't U.P.K, then they get in the way. My niggas righteous, they real, they down to something. Flow so deep, they drown the motherfucker. He say he in the truth, oh yeah, bro, this the home. And I don't hate them brothers, I'm just too loyal to my own. Plus what they believe is hard for me to follow. Don't rank me no head, and I ain't even inspired to live and sleep and hollow. So when they ask I'm U.P.K, tell them absolutely. And I ain't tripping my ways for nothing, gotta execute it. Cause I can never die with my tail tucked between my legs. Shit I be thinking, watching my daughter something they beg. They so smart, and a lot of shit so beautiful, but they ain't like other babies, and they daddy profit usual. Now I'm missing cause I'm about my father's business. It ain't about the shit I used to do in that 98 Avenue, and 10 never cease. See, without wisdom, this world make me weak. I found out that the truth was real. The lies I speak, tried everything. I guess me, I'm on the head to me. Now I make the blind see, and I make the dead speak. And teach both my little girls the day to day. Now with a man, they better bring in blooded bed sheets. Can I smash the time? This Glock match my handpiece, and I ain't trying to take them out, but I will defend this house or take a check. 144 and then black trench on some hitman shit. She call it 47. Praying for Armageddon. Me and my soldiers dressed for the wet fucking fame. And why tell them I'm loyal to the king. To the righteous grave. Going to the king. I'm on this straight lane of right to change. Going to the king. The devil can't have this bitch. I'm loyal to the king. Bring it hot. Run you bitch. They going to the king. To the righteous grave. Lord to the king. I'm on this straight lane of right to change. Lord to the king. The devil can't have this bitch. I'm loyal to the king. Bring